Hi, I'm Ryan George at Ryan George Fitness. I'm here at Nova, New York in Ridgewood, Queens, and today we're going to talk about exercises to strengthen the subscapularis. So subscapularis is one of the rotator cuff muscles. It's the most powerful rotator cuff muscle, and it mostly is involved with medial rotation, which is basically rotation of the humerus in. So today we're going to do two exercises. Both exercises involve using resistance bands. You can use any kind of resistance band. They can be the flat kind or the round kind, the kind with handles, whatever works, as long as you have it at an appropriate angle and hooked up properly. You can do an exercise for the subscapularis. So the first exercise is medial rotations. With the medial rotation, you need the band to be set up somewhere that's parallel to the floor or perpendicular to your arm or to the humerus. What you're going to do from that position is with the bent elbows, the elbows bent at 90 degrees, you grip the band and you just rotate internally or rotate inside and then extend it back out. You don't want to use too much resistance when you're doing this. You want to use a nice, reasonable resistance, something you feel, but not something that you have to strain to get. The rotator cuff exercises, especially this one, is really meant to control and not to do it with heavy weights. It's also important when you're doing this not to do it with free weights. Because gravity is pulling the free weight straight down, you're not going to get the kind of resistance that you really need to work the subscapularis if you're using free weights. You really need to have a band and needs to be attached to a wall. The second exercise is going to be with the band, but the band needs to be fixed up and across from you. So basically, you're going to bring the arm, a straight arm, down at a diagonal angle towards the opposite side. So you're bringing the arm from up and on your left to all the way down and to your right. So with this movement, depending on depending on your sport, depending on your activity level, you could do this with a little bit more power. If you're a pitcher, for example, you might want to take a heavier resistance and do it powerfully. If you're just doing it just to help strengthen rotator cuff muscles, then nice and controlled, just like with the first exercise. You want to just come straight down and across the body and then extend it straight back up. It's really important to have your shoulder blades together, your back straight, abs are tight, and nice and controlled, unless you're doing this specifically for a sport such as tennis or baseball or something like that. I hope this helps. Once again, I'm Ryan George. You can check me out online at Ryan George Fitness.